Hello everybody and welcome to my first ever trade recap. I'm going to start putting in some more effort to post some trade recaps, keep myself accountable, and really try to take that, 1 to 2 trades a day and make those trades be A+ setups. This account used to be used for affiliate marketing. I've done just about everything in this space when it comes to making money online, whether that be affiliate marketing, drop shipping, social media marketing, pretty much everything you can imagine, every business model, Amazon FBA, and I landed on day trading and I truly love it. I love that it's really dependent on me. It is me versus me, and that's something I love. It's also just fun, and most of my days are done by around 12, win or lose, and I can go to the gym, focus on myself, eat right, and all that fun stuff. Without further ado, let's get into the trade that I took today, April 15th, Wednesday. All right, so something that I do every single day is I mark out the highs and the lows of the previous session that I feel may come into play. So, first things first, you're going to want to mark out your Asia high, that London low, which will also be marked as my pre-market low. Sometimes those are stacked. The London low matches the pre-market low, sometimes not so much. I will also mark out this pre-market high right here. It seems like we had some news, maybe about the war. Then I think about possible scenarios, right? Before the market is open, I'm thinking, okay, if we have a high volume break of one of these levels and it aligns with a nice retracement, that's a good confluence for a long position. And vice versa, high volume break of the lows, 50% retracement, if it lines up with that pre-market low or that London low, maybe that's a good confluence to take a short position. I like to trade so simply. I just wait for price to tell me what it's about to do, and then I simply take it. The next thing I do is I wait for 9:30 open, and I do not take a trade most days until after 9:45. This is because I like to have the 15-minute range plotted on my chart before I take any trades. In a way, this adds another level of confluence, whether I'm taking a short or a long position. We have the 9:30 candle, 9:35, 9:40, and this will be the 9:40 to 9:45. So it is pretty much just that one candle that actually looks like a big candle to short, right? This red candle right here has increasing volume, higher volume than the previous. It's going to the downside. Somebody might jump in shorts there and we get blasted out. Now that we have our 15-minute range, we're going to wait for a break to the high, which we do get. We get a break to the high. And this candle right here has higher volume than the breakout candle. It is a little wicky. However, it's signaling a retest of that orb high, and it kind of seems like it wants to go higher. Volume, the candle structure, the wick, everything says retest this 15-minute orb high and wants to go higher. The market has also been rallying. We've been doing nothing but pumping for the last few days, despite being in war. So what do? We wait for a retest down to this 15-minute orb high. You can see where price is at. It's about in the 60s, 26,060, 26,056. Those are all great entries, and then we can look for trims at high a day and leave some runners. We enter a long position around here at the orb high. Our stops can go right around here at 26,040. This is below our pre-market high. This is below our London high, below our Asia high. So it's kind of a protected stop loss where we can see some resistance. And with this trade here, right, we enter right here, this red candle's wick down here, right? So our entry's right around here, that 26,058 area, that orb high. And our trims are at high of day, 26,085, right? That's about 25-ish points. And if you have steel nuts, you leave your runners and you're catching about over 100 points. Now let's hop over to Top Step and see my actual executions. All right, so this is the 1-minute chart where you can actually see my executions. We can go back in time here. We have this breakout of the orb. This is on the 1-minute. The 5-minute also shows that breakout, not with higher volume, but then we do get that higher volume candle after. Price comes back into this orb high. This box right here is the orb, the 15-minute orb. Price comes down, retests the orb, retests that Asia high, stacked levels of confluence. We enter long. We enter long with 3 micros. Simply 3 micros. We're risking about $180 on this trade. I think it was 160 actually, risk. We had a 20-point stop loss about. Right? Here's our stop. Right below that pre-market low. Right below that Asia low, obviously, that's our entry. And it's a 20-point stop loss, right? And at full TP, I trimmed at 70 points. That RR is amazing. That's over 3 RR. And the majority of my trims were around 1 to 2. It was almost 40 points before I took a trim. So I was able to risk $160 to make 300. If you continue to do this over time, you're going to be successful with a decent win rate. It's not blowing up. It's not taking trades you shouldn't be taking. It's not oversizing or averaging into losers. It's having defined risk, knowing that your winners are bigger than your losers, and only entering trades that you should be entering. So that's my one trade today. I was done at 10:30. I wait 15 minutes after market opened. It's 9:45. Normally within that 45 minutes to an hour, a setup presents itself and you execute. Win or lose, you're pretty much done for the day. And that's it. And you're done by 12. Latest. This is some legit sauce. I'm going to start posting more trade recaps in the future. I'm also going to start posting some losses as well because that's just transparency and I want to build this account on transparency. That was my trade recap. I'm going to be doing more of these. Thank you, and I hope you learned something.